Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Before we start mixing resin today, I've got some packages and shout outs to do. I got some more Happy Mail in, and I don't know if Amazon is correct with their gift receipts because both of them say Denise. Whether it's the same Denise or a different Denise, whoever you are, Denise, out there, thank you very much. I have two things. These are shaker molds, so I need to do some more shaker molds videos for you guys. And these are like little bears and cats, a bunny, a panda. That one looks like a frog. And can't tell what the other one is. Maybe there's two bears. Regardless, and then there are some hearts with some designs on the back of them. So those are really cute. That one looks like ice cream dripping with sprinkles. That one looks like a strawberry. This one has like an animal print, and this one's got other hearts in it. And then these are, hopefully they will fit, otherwise we'll cut our own. These will be the toppers, so you can make them shakers and put everything inside. So that one says it's from Denise. And says, I enjoy your channel so much. It gives me joy watching you open Happy Mail. It's fun to know someone has taken the time, and I wanted to show my appreciation, from Denise. So thank you, Denise. It's time to get my bin of shaker stuff back out. And then if this is a different Denise, it very well could be. She sent this, and I knew she was sending this, but what I didn't tell her was I have this mold, and this mold came from Barbara a while back. I haven't done it yet, but the reason I didn't mind her sending another one is I'm going to rope Dawn into a challenge. So this one came with the vases that go with it. I did not have any vases to go with the other one, so I wasn't quite sure what to do with the mold until I looked it up. And I completely forgot about it until this came. So I'm going to leave this out on my counter until we do it. So these are water ripple molds. A tray, probably, I mean, they're both trays really, but when they're poured, you can put your vase to sit inside of these little ripples of water. So I'm thinking, what do you think? A good challenge? Because I have a few ideas for it. I don't know if he does. I'm not going to give him as much time to think about it, but don't tell him that. Anyway, I have one more package. Let me move these. So thank you, Denise. Thank you so much. I hope you don't mind that I had one, but now we can do the challenge. And this other package says, Michelle, I hope this Happy Mail finds you and Dawn happy. I thought with summer coming up that the characters should have ways of cooling down. Thank you for inspiring me and others. From Mary. So this is a lot of stuff. This I love. E6000, or is this B, whichever one it is, B6000. I usually use E6000, but there's not big of a difference. So thank you very much. That's going in my drawer right now. And then we have some stuff for my little characters. Oh, look at these little summer party hats. A whole box of them, all with different little designs on them. Oh, are those adorable or what? So cute. Tons of them. I will never need any more than this. These are so many. I wonder, yeah, I gotta make some summertime themed little characters, I think. That's a very good idea. Oh my gosh, another whole box. So two. This is a lifetime supply, Mary. Thank you so much. I'm going to set these aside as we go through them. So we have some flat back rhinestones, all different colors, summery colors. We've got some little fans that they can hold. Those are cute. I've never seen those before. Those are like iridescent colors. We have some bouquets of flowers, some ladybugs. We have some little eggs. How cute is that? I thought I saw, oh, these are little birds we could put with some eggs in a tiny little nest. Wouldn't that be adorable? Oh, I'm gonna leave these out and put them with my extras pours. We've got some stickers in some dogs.
Did I hear adorable?
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about you.
Oh. I stopped my plumbing work to come and see what you're talking about?
Yeah, aren't these adorables? They're adorbs.
Oh, those are Oh, it's adorable. Look. All right, I'm going back to plumbing.
Look at all these dogs. Oh my gosh, how cute. All different kinds of dogs. I am definitely a dog lover. Love that one because Peanut is part Maltese, but he's got the mouth of the Yorkie because he doesn't know when to be quiet. Okay, these are going to get set aside with my stickers. These would look good on some of those night lights that I'm going to be doing again very soon. I just got some UV DTF stickers in for some more night lights that I ordered. These are some little flies and bees. Some more rhinestones in blue. And some more butterflies. Oh, love that. I can always use butterflies. Oh, and here's some more little flowers and bumblebees on the flowers. Mary, thank you so much. Oops, some of the rhinestones got away, but that's okay. I'm going to set this all aside, clean up, and we will get into today's video. So thank you guys a bunch. Thank you so much. You may as well relax because today is going to be a packed video. I'm doing two things because I've done this a couple of times on my channel, so I didn't want to just do this again, but this is for an order for Nilsa. She wanted two. I did the blue one the other day. She also wants brown. So I'm going to be using some brown pigment paste, some brown mica powder, and some white pigment paste because the blue one came out beautiful the way I did it on the last time. So I did want to see if we could do it again in brown, just as beautiful as the blue one that I did. A lot of you have been waiting for this video. So I have made these inlays recently. This one is confetti and it comes in a sheet. And if you buy more than one, they fit together here or on this side. They kind of fit together if you need to lay them side by side. And they all come like that. These two I've already cut. This is a bubble and this is tufted. And I cut this to fit this tray mold today. So we're going to try it in the tray mold. Now, generally when I use inlays, I will say make a coaster and I would lay it down face up, paint the surface with something, and then pour resin over it. Today I'm going to do it a little different because I wanted to try it in the tray. So I cut this to fit the tray like that. What I'm going to do is paint this with the chrome powders. I picked out 3 colors, of course, in the blue family because they're bubbles. And I'm going to paint the edging of the tray, and then I'm also going to paint this in all the 3 colors just randomly, and then pour the clear, lay this upside down. I'm not going to fill it, let it cure, and then we'll pull this out and we'll pour the remaining resin over it to see the bubble effect. And you can do that with any inlay, it doesn't matter. I just chose the bubble one because I thought it was kind of cute and it was already cut to size, so we're going to go with that. So before I start that, like I said, I'm going to paint the edging with these 3 colors. These are their chrome powders. Oops. And I'm just going to randomly, these are beautiful colors, randomly put them in here in like a swirling motion so we don't get streaks. I must have silver on there. Let me grab my switching sponge and then clean that out. These are used to get your most of the powder. Not all of it's going to come off, but I don't mind the blues melding together. And I just got to wipe that off that I just got in there because it was in silver chrome. Maybe I'll do this first and see how we're gonna do. So I think I'm gonna start with the lightest one and maybe just drip it on here. I'm not quite sure. I didn't really think it through. I just knew I wanted all 3 colors. Whoops. Maybe I'll do that just 1 color because this would be a little bit difficult to get 3 colors on that edge. And let's do this one. And then I think I'm just going to take my brush and combine them this way. That way there's no hard line of combination of colors, yet we'll still have all three colors. I think that worked. Very simple. And you could do it after the fact too, but I think right now for me on this technique is probably the best. And hopefully, I think I'm gonna probably butter this with some resin before I lay it in there. I don't know, we'll get to that when I need to. Let's pick a color, or should I just try to do the same thing? Maybe I'll try to do the same thing. I gotta clean it anyway. I'm just gonna drop it in randomly, switch colors, do the same thing. Whoops, oh gosh, that got a lot of that color there. And then we'll do the dark blue. And then I'm just gonna take my brush and combine the three together. And then I will clean the inside part where the clear resin needs to go. Where the inlay is gonna go needs to be clear so you can see what I just did. And hopefully these don't look like big splotches. They very well could. Easy enough. Just making sure my little lip on the inside is done as well, because it does not look like it's done. Let's just go through and get that inner lip all powdered up. Yeah, I missed a lot of it, so I'm glad I remembered. And I'm going to be using clear to coat this, so hopefully we'll get a decent blue out of it. I don't remember if they act the same as intense. This one looks pretty intense, and so does that teal one. So I think we'll be doing pretty good with a clear backing. And then, yeah, I'm gonna do it all clear everywhere. So let me just get this cleaned up around this inner portion. Just with some alcohol and a paper towel. Get that all off so we don't have it hindering our bubbles. I think I'm going to mix these up separately, the pen organizer and this one, because I don't want to rush. So I will do the pen organizer first, and that takes 10 ounces. That's nice and clean. You can go around the edge too so your fingers don't keep getting dirty. Get all that off. And then I'll clean my table off. And let me move this aside. Okay, I'm just gonna go grab gloves, clean this up, get some resin mixed, and we'll put our colors in.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Pending dreams with a shimmer so.
I've got my 10 ounces mixed up and split 4 ways. I kept some for clear back here. This will be white pigment paste, then brown pigment paste, and then brown mica. We're just going to get a couple different shades of brown here and enough white that we can get a nice little marbling effect. And hopefully it will turn out just as gorgeous as that blue one that we did the other day. I will link it if I remember. I'm trying to remember everything that I say I'm going to link at the end. And when I say at the end, some people say they don't see it. On the very last photo of the videos is where the links are. Like, you can click on it right from your screen. That's where I put them when I say I'm going to link it at the end. I don't put it in the description box. I just put it on the end screen. That way you can click on it right from whatever you're watching. Okay, this is the brown pigment paste from Saya. This was actually Happy Mail too. And this is the second time I get to use it. So I'm going to put some in this one here and see how opaque it comes out. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And then we'll put it all through the vacuum chamber. And just put lids on so I don't get anything in these things. And then this one I'm going to start with this mica powder that I've had forever. I don't know if I can link this. I don't even know if they make this anymore. But I'll try. And if it's too dark, I'm going to put some white mica powder in it to lighten it up. And it looks like it's going to be too dark. I don't want them the same shades. I want 2 different shades. Once you start getting into more than 2 shades of anything, it's hard to differentiate them. So I try to stick to about 2, then with your white and then your clear. I just emptied, that was the Let's Resin white that I barely had anything left of, and then I pulled out another white that I have to finish up the job because that was not enough. I knew it wasn't going to be enough. This is Pearl White. Whoops, it's getting all over my desk. Just going to grab a little spoon. I do want to lighten it up pretty good. Let's try that. I'll get my little ladybug vacuum cleaner out to clean up this mess. I store my mica powders upside down on a shelf so I could see the colors when I'm looking for them. That's why they're always around that rim when I open them. So this one obviously had a lot around the rim. I need a little bit more. So I will have to definitely clean my board. Let's see that, see what happens. That looks pretty good. 2 definitely different colors, dark and light. I could probably do a teeny bit more, but I don't think I'm going to. I think that's pretty good. Or should I? Maybe a little bit more. I don't know why I always question myself. Just do it. All right, I don't want it too heavy, so I'm gonna have to stop there anyway. It's hard to get different shades of brown. So many browns are so close. So that's how you'll have to change your shade, is by adding different colors to them. All right, that's just gonna have to do. Hopefully we will see the difference. All right, I'm gonna get these in the vacuum chamber, vacuum up my board, and then we'll start pouring the first one.
Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare, diamond shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell.
Okay, it's ready to pour. So I'm gonna start with a tiny little bit of clear all around this edge. Oops, I forgot to spray it with alcohol so we hopefully don't get any bubbles down there. You just should be good. Just gonna go all around this edge. A little up on top here. And all I did last time was drizzle down the sides a little bit, kind of like this for the blue one, and it came out really nice instead of just dumping like I did on mine originally. And I think I'll do some white. I'm just gonna randomly pour the colors. And let's see, we'll do some dark. This way we don't have like all one color in one spot. Break it up a little bit. And start all over again. And I think if I'm right, this thing holds exactly 10 ounces. clear. The clear I use just to give it kind of a little bit of crackling effect if possible. I mean, that's what you use to get a crackle effect. So when I'm blending colors, I find that that works really well. Sometimes. Can't promise anything. Resin is resin. Let's do the whites. Get all that in. And then the brown. Then I'll do the clear, and then I'll finish off with the color. This way we don't have a clear bottom. Grab my spatula. All that in there. And then I will scrape out the rest of these, and that should fill it completely up. There's the mica. And I think I did pretty good with the two different colors. You can clearly see the difference in them. So hopefully it stays like that and they don't blend together. There we go. I'm so glad I got to use this mold more than one time. This is like the 4th time, I think. That's shocking. Okay, is that full? That's pretty full. Looks pretty good. I'm just gonna scrape every last drop. Okay, let me clean this up, especially my silicone cup. And then I'm going to just spritz this with 99% alcohol to pop those bubbles. I'm not even going to marble it. It looks perfectly fine on its own. And I think it's going to do its own thing. I did put it on a piece of paper towel because I found recently that it moves so much easier on your board to get it out of the way when it's on a paper towel. Check that out. All right, I'm going to clean up and grab a little bit more resin and we'll start the tray.
Watch it flow. Swirling colors steal the show. Chrome powder sparkle in the light. Crafting magic feels so right. Glitz and glitter all around. Marble dreams that we have found. Pen organizers shining.
I haven't done an inlay this way for quite a long time, so let's hope I can get it without bubbles. There's something in there. Come on. There we go. So I think what I'm going to do, I just want this, I know I mixed up too much, but I wanted to make sure I had enough that I can butter my little inlay. But I also want to be able to see if I'm getting bubbles around that edge that I could pick off while it's not too late. So I need a layer over this so the inlay doesn't touch the silicone. I mixed up 5 and that took 2.5. Let me just, yeah, I see some bubbles. Let me just grab a dotting tool and get them out. Otherwise we'll have a sharp edge, which I don't want. One there. A little bits floating. There's a couple bubbles. They're going to be on your 90-degree angles because they just love to hang out there. Even though we don't want them there. I got one over here. So hopefully after picking them out, I won't have any around the edge, but I could very well incorporate some with this inlay. Like I said, the easiest way to do an inlay is to lay it on your silicone and pour from the top. I'm making it difficult, so you don't have to do it this way if you get the inlays. I think what I'm going to do is drizzle this on here. I'm going to get messy, but that's okay. I'm going to take one for the team. And I'm just going to kind of over my mold, move it around so it gets in all those nooks and crannies by itself. So when I lay it upside down, and I'm not going to guarantee you that I'm not going to have bubbles because like I said, I'm doing this the harder way. A little bit here, a little bit here. And all I'm gonna do is float it kind of like a plug. When you have those plugs for a jar lid, it's basically all I'm gonna do is try to center it. And look at that, I got a bunch of powders in there. Get that out. I'm gonna flip it over and just lay it in. Move it where you want it, and it should stay. You really shouldn't. I never ever had a problem with a plug moving. They just kind of float. Unless you're using a low viscosity resin, then they may not float. So I've got about 2 ounces left over, and I'm kind of glad. I need some extras. I'm running really low. Thank you guys for ordering from my eBay store. I really appreciate it. It's helping me make Don decide to retire a little sooner. So the busier I am, he might just change his mind about that. So I do appreciate all your orders on eBay. But I need some freebies for you. So that's what I'm going to make out of that 2 ounces. I'm not going to back that, obviously, or we won't be able to get it out. I use my clearest silicone for these inlays in case you want to use them with UV resin. So you should be able to see through it, but because I painted on mine with that mica, I really can't see through it, see the bubbles or anything. But you will get them with the clearest silicone that I can purchase. And, all right, I forgot to put that on a piece of paper towel to move it. Let me find some extra molds. Oh, I have those little birds I just got. Maybe I'll pour 2 of those and paint those with something. Okay, I'll make a plan. I'll be right back. I painted both birds with an intense mica powder so I can back it with this glitter. I'm going to throw my sterling in here for a change. Get a beautiful silver. And we're going to make a whole bunch of pendants for giveaways. Get that restocked. That is beautiful. So with intense mica powders, it doesn't matter what color you back it with. So I'm going to just back it with this. I'm not sure if I got the blue on the silicone very well, but we'll see when I unmold. I'm just going to squish it down in that tail and the wings. And see what these 2 cuties look like. Whoa, too much, too much, too much. There we go. Same with this one. I'm just going to squash it around. It's the first time I'm using this kind of mold, so I'm not sure where the trouble spots would be, but I would assume down in the tail. Let me just drip it in this time so I don't overflow it. There we go. Those 2 are done. I'm checking my inlay. It hasn't moved at all, so that's good. The marbling is good over here. And I don't want my glitter to sink, so I think I'm going to just put a little more glitter in and maybe 1 drop of glue. So I'm not sure. This is a fine glitter, but I don't, with the amount that I just put in, I don't know if it's going to sink or not. So we're just going to help it not sink. And grab my Elmer's glue. I'll put 1 drop in and see what it does. Should be good enough. This just makes your glitter not sink if you're brand new to my channel and you haven't seen me use glue before. It doesn't interfere with curing, but your glitter won't sink and have that clear layer of resin. Okay, I'm just going to fill these up, and it's not going to be easy because I have to kind of cut it. So I'm going to just take my time, give you a little music to listen to. I know some of you don't like the new music, but I'm sorry. We are changing this channel for a little while because I'm so bored of the other music. So yeah, if you don't like it, I would just say mute me for a while, maybe. That way you could still see the content. And you don't have to hear the new music.
Bright bubble trays are out of sight. Mix it up and let it spin. Chasing rainbows from within. Silver streaks and golden streams, turning chaos into dreams. Drip drop, let the colors play, shining bright like a new bouquet. Every slow tells a brand new tale. In this resin world we sail. Glitz and glitter all around, marble dreams that we have found. Pen organizers shining bright. Bubble trays are out of sight. Mix it up and let it spin. Chasing rainbows from within. Silver streaks and golden streams, turning chaos into dreams. Drone reflections catch the eye. Resin magic can't deny. In our hands the world takes shape. Artful chaos we escape. Come reflections catch the eye.
I cannot believe I got more Happy Mail today, you guys. Georgia Blevins, you have blessed me so many times. You are so generous to us. And I just want to say thank you, because not only do you think of me, you think of Don, you think of my son who has never been on the channel, and my dogs who are rarely making an appearance. So, oh my gosh, I got all kinds of stuff from her for Easter. And for me, she sent me this 12-pack of chameleon flakes. Look at those colors. I can't wait to use them. I wish I had them before I started this. I would have tried it on this mold. So that is one of the things she gave me. I can't wait to add that to my pile. She also sent me disposable medicine cups. Look at all these, 500 of them. And you know what's good about these? They don't have those little ridges. These are the ones I kind of use for my my tumblers, because I could stir it in the cup without fighting with all the ridges on these kind. These are the ones I don't like. So wow, thank you so much, Georgia. And then she sent, of course, Don got his absolute favorite vanilla Tootsie Rolls, and I'm like, don't open those, I need to do a video. So he's patiently waiting to get those. She sent my son this cool looking Frisbee that is 16 million colors, super bright rechargeable flying disc. That is so cool. We're gonna have to try this in the dark and see how that works. It's like electronic and everything. That is so amazing. Wow, I can't believe you even thought of my son. That is crazy. So I'm thanking you for him. And for my dogs, how in the world did you know this is the exact one that I buy from online for my dogs? So it has, they get it one greenie every single morning. They have the mint, the original, and the blueberry. And the blueberry smells so good. And this is the size that I get for them because they are really teeny. So, wow, my dogs are going to be so happy because I was almost getting ready to order from Chewy. And now I don't need to for a couple more months. So thank you so much, Georgia. I appreciate you. You are always sending me really cool gifts. And I know that you probably use them first. And I know that you know that I need them. And I don't know that I need them. Okay, so everything is warm. I had my heat mat on for 2 hours, so I'm not going to demold anything. All I'm going to do is take the inlay out and see what we got. If I have to fix anything, change anything. Look at that, no bubbles other than these bubbles. So all the powder came off and all the bubbles are in there. Now we can't really see through it, so we are going to have to wait until I fill it up and cure it again. So, I'm really anxious to see what it looks like, but I can't even check. All right, I'm going to mix up some clear resin. I'm going to do 4-hour fast cure this time because I want to get it done. And I probably only need, what did I use? 4 ounces? I'm going to mix up 3. If I have extras, I'm going to unmold some of these so I could repour them with a different color or glitter. But this is going to stay clear. I don't want to put black. Well, should I put black? I mean, we would probably get... No, these are intense colors. I don't think it matters. However, that would cover... I'm just thinking out loud. If I put black, we're going to see the line, but the line is going to be very thin, which really won't be too bad. So I'm going to back it in black. So I'll be right back. While my black resin's in the vacuum chamber, all I did was mix the black epoxy pigment in there and turn it black. I'm gonna unmold some of these because I have a feeling we're gonna need those for the extras. Look at that gorgeousness. And the glitter is all suspended. I don't know, it probably would have stayed, but I just took the liberty to put some glue in just to make sure it didn't fall. These are so pretty. Now, a lot of you have asked me to fill them with clear and then put a color in, and as soon as I get the opportunity to do that, I might have to do that with UV resin. I will, just to see if there's a difference in the water ripple, and there probably will be. It'll probably be gorgeous. I actually should do it with UV resin and then put the colored resin in. So here is the other one. I have these 2 of them. One used much more than the other, and they still come out beautifully shiny. And then these are just water ripple on a smaller scale. So I'm just gonna pop these all out. I better go check my vacuum chamber. I don't think it's gonna bubble over. No, it's not gonna bubble over. And just in case I need this. So if I have extra, I'm gonna pick a glitter and I'm going to mix it into the black resin and make some more. And then here are the turtles. So pretty. I love that sterling because that's what it looks like. I don't know if I can do these little birds just yet because they're still warm, but they're so small, so let's try it. Gotta wait anyway. See what these little fellas look like. Get your head out of there. Oh, that's the tail. Oh, is that pretty? Look at the sparkle on that mica powder that I brushed in. That is nice. It almost looks like oh, that's not the mica powder. That's from, I was gonna say, I don't remember my mica powder having that. That's the glitter I put in. It came through the blue, so that is gorgeous. I didn't know it would do that. Hopefully you can see that. So let's see what the pink one looks like. And then I'll grab my resin and we'll pour it in. Wow, these little ones. Let's see if we see the sparkle in that one. So now this one didn't show the sparkle. That's weird. Same company, same brand, but it's pretty nonetheless.
Ooh, that looks cool.
Oh, Mr. Glitz is here.
How'd you do that?
Oh, you want a competition?
You want to go at it?
This.
Oh, that's cheating.
It's not cheating.
I thought you took the time and dropped each little bubble in there.
Oh, okay. I guess you can.
That's gonna look cool when it's done.
Yeah, I know. Hence why I'm doing
I'm
it.
gonna make one right after you're done, and it's gonna be a competition.
No, you're not.
Yep, compo time.
All right, here's the black.
Whenever you're ready.
He's got my dinner ready.
Yeah, tell him what I made you.
He made me smoked ribs on his brand new smoker. All right, I'm just spraying it with 99% alcohol. Hopefully that will stop any bubbles and fill all those bubbles in. We'll see. I hope this comes out good. I can't believe not one extra non-bubble that I didn't want, and only the bubbles that I did want. So it really worked putting that epoxy on that silicone inlay before I dropped it in there. There we go. Oh, it's going to take almost all of it. Let me see if it's domed yet. Pretty close. I'm just going to get it to the sides. I might not even have. I see I'm preparing for all this extra that I'm not even going to have. Nope, not going to have extra. Huh. I thought for sure I mixed up an extra ounce. I'm always wrong. Always wrong. I don't understand how I can't do this yet. All right, well that's domed now. It's perfect. I'm gonna spray it with alcohol. I hope the black was not a mistake. I really do. I can't unmold that pen organizer yet. It's still cooling down. It'll be way too bendy for that particular mold. So I'm just gonna keep popping these bubbles. They're gonna come up from those bubbles, and hopefully they won't stay there when I'm not looking, I guess. I'll probably let this sit for probably an hour just for that reason, and then I'll throw my heat mat on. I'm just kind of squishing it into those bubbles so we don't have a lot coming up from the back. Okie doke. Let me go eat my dinner, and then I'm gonna finish up these little extras, and then we'll unmold everything together.
Magic feels so right. Glitz and glitter all around. Marble dreams that we have found. Pen organizers shining bright. Bubble trays are out of sight. Mix it up and let it spin. Chasing rainbows from within. Silver streaks and golden streams. Turning chaos into dreams. Drip drop, let the colors play. Shining bright like a new bouquet. Every slow tells a brand new tale. In this resin world we sail. Glitz and glitter all around. Marble dreams that we have found. Pen organizers shining bright. Bubble trays are out of sight. Mix it up and let it spin. Chasing rainbows from within. Silver streaks and golden streams. Turning chaos into dreams.
Okay, everything's done, and I think I can unmold the other two things. Here are all the pendants. I just put them on silicone so they can dry nicely and they'll not get stuck to my paper. Here's the turtles. I put some, this was just sitting over there. I never finished it, so here's a butterfly with some rhinestones on it. But a whole bunch of silver pendants came out absolutely gorgeous, so those will go in some orders. And then here's the little birds. I don't want to handle it too much. I just glued them down to the nest. So I used her molds and her little eggs. I just glued everything down to this moss, and I'm just letting it. I did flip it over and I put UV resin on the moss, hoping it would kind of hold it together because it's so little, but we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of cute. It feels like it's going to hold together. All right, let's get this one out since this has cooled down already. I do need to trim the bottom. It wasn't domed enough. And hopefully, let me just spray some alcohol down to help me get this out. This one is tricky. I always feel like I'm gonna rip it, but if I do, I got several uses out of it. But I don't think so. So far, so good. And it looks from the outside that it marbled so nice. I hope it really did. Let's see. If I could just break the suction everywhere, then it should pretty much come out. Just need to get it down in there. There it goes. Okay. I'm just going to pull out one section at a time. I think that's how I did it before. I don't think there's any easy way to get this one unmolded. I do remember folding it up though. There we go. One more second, guys. I just got to get this last part out. Okay. Yay, it's not ripped. We can do it again. I see a lot of these in my future for my own sake. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. That looks cool. That is really cool. That's a nice marble inside and outside. I love it. I hope you love it, Nilsa. Here's her blue one if you didn't see. I did a blue one a few days ago with the white and a couple different blues. Same thing, a pigment paste, a mica, and a couple clears on that one. I put some, what was it, Aurora powders that were left over in that one. But look at that. What a great outcome. I love it. I wish I would have poured mine like this. You always learn after the fact, don't you? You can improve things on your second and third pours. I'm just going to take this deburring tool carefully and go around this edge. Now this is not a level surface because of these two are shorter, so it's a little more difficult, but it seems to be working good enough today. I didn't have to wait till tomorrow. So anytime you're giving orders out, make sure you trim the bottoms. You do not want them to cut their fingers. I always double check before I even package anything to make sure I did trim the bottom. That piece I'll need a knife. I'll do that later, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. And let's see this tray. Let me get this out of the way. I can't even peek. I couldn't even like cheat or anything because I couldn't see through it. So let's see what we got. Hopefully we got a good view of those bubbles. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. What do you think? Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Here's the outside, a little bit of trimming, but here's the powders blended nice. They even look kind of marbled. You can't really see through it, which is good. And you can't even see that I put a black base on there. That's amazing. The mica powder covered the clear to the black. Oh, I'm glad I did the black then. What do you think? Isn't that cool? So that's how you can use the inlays. One way to use the inlays. A little more complicated if you're new to inlays, but it's not hard. I'm just gonna go around this edge and get all this edge trimmed. And that's it. I don't think I'm going to do anything to it. I thought about using my Cricut for the center, but I don't want to cover the bubbles. I don't. There is nothing really to do. I mean, if you want to bling it up, you could go around this edge with rhinestones, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. What do you think? That is so cool. Ah, love it. All right, well, I think that is it for today, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I know we had a lot to do today, so I appreciate you viewing and coming back every day, especially all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, let me get to that 40,000 mark because I will be doing a giveaway. That's what I'm planning anyway. So help me get to that 40,000 subscriber mark, guys. I am almost there. I only need 2,000 more. So you guys can do that for me. All you got to do is click that button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Just help me hit my goal. All right, guys, I'm going to get you some final pictures. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you like the outcome. If you want to give them a try, I will link everything below in the description box. I hope you have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew in every shade.